Hey, welcome back. It's LuminousStress, where we're always stressed out. I'm standing outside here, and I've been fishing a little bit. Don't really have anything to report there. Caught another pole. I mean, whatever. Still got my booties on, Curse of Binding, so we're stuck with those. So I've been gathering a lot of resources over the last couple days in the evenings, after working real life here and everything. And I've got two builds that I'm excited to get started on. Needing some villagers so we can trade and get some books because, need better gear and stuff, and I need to be able to enchant it with the right books. Also, I think it's time to get some blacksmiths and such going so that we can trade for armor, tools, whatever else. So we're going to get a couple builds going, but first we need to fly over a few hundred blocks to where our gear is. Or not our gear, but to where our building supplies are. So we're going to fly over this way. Okay, as we're flying over this area into town, we're going to build two buildings. The first one will be kind of small. We'll get some villagers trading for tools, weapons, and gear. And I think I'm going to build it down at this level. You see I've got a couple different shulkers here worth of supplies. Not too big of a building. It's going to be similar to something I've built on another server before that I've kind of modified to match this village style. The second building we're going to put in is going to be a much larger library, and I've got all the supplies down here because I want to build it on this edge of town out in this open space. And you can see there's a lot of sandstone involved in this, again trying to match the theme. So I think we'll get started over here first, and we'll build this building and talk about it, and then we'll move on to the second one. Okay, so I've got this building down here complete and that I'm heading back to, but I had to go down in my mine and pull some iron out. And we've got a bunch of guys in here, and I built this wall so they can't get out, and we can stand here, and I need to do a bunch of trading with them, which is kind of why I went down and got some more iron. I need to get these guys geared up so that we can get better stuff from them, and I'm not too worried about having a ton of people that I can get a lot of stuff from because, once I get these guys where they're giving better equipment and gear, we're going to build that library still, and we'll go in the library and we'll trade books, and we'll get exactly what we need as far as enchantments go, and we can upgrade everything that way. So I just want these guys to start giving me some better tools, diamond gear and equipment, and from there I'll worry about what enchantments are on it later. Again, trading emeralds is easier than going down and mining all of the time. So yeah, this is the build. I don't have enough beds in it. There's only 2 beds in there. I'm hoping that doesn't mess with anything. It shouldn't, because as long as they have their workstations, which I have 2 of every type, they will regenerate their trades every day, and we should be totally fine as we click on them later on periodically. So I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to work on upgrading these guys. I've got a ton of iron. I've got more down in there that I can get. And we're going to get these guys up to, that master level where we're getting the good trades, and we'll go from there. All right, we're on the edge of town here, which you can see behind me. I built a blacksmith over there, which is pretty much on the opposite side of town because this is a small town. But we're going to build the library out here. I might have to take those hay bales down, but maybe not. I'd like to push it back a little bit behind and build it in this open space again. It's going to be the largest building in this village for now. We might add to it later to make it bigger, but I'm not 100% sure because, well, really my whole purpose of this town is it's supporting the mines. So we do need some things here to do that, but we don't need a ton of things, and I don't want this to be my main building area. I just want it to be kind of a mine-themed area. So we do need the library because we need the villagers trading books so that we can upgrade our gear and tools quicker and easier. So that's why we're going to do that. Let's get started. Okay, and just like that, we've got this library complete. I really like the way this turned out. I'm going to have to extend the path here. They've got the smooth sandstone here, which looks great. But over here, where I haven't picked up my mess yet, I'm going to have to extend it, line it up maybe a little better, make it, I'm 1 block off over there. But that's okay. I wanted it scooted over this way, and I love the way it turned out. If we go into the free cam here... it's a square bottom, perfectly square, got the round top, and then the mini dome there in the middle. And I did the checkered pattern basically just to get some color out here in the desert. I don't know. I like the green. I'd like something other than the pale oak there, but I just, nothing looked good as I played with this. So yeah, that's it on the outside. We will run in, and you'll notice something is very much missing right now, and that is, where are my villagers? So, yep, Still got to do that. Still got to bring him in. I'd like to put some more light up here, maybe in the corners. So I'm probably going to have to do that as well. But bringing the villagers in, that's the hard part. I got to open these up. I got to take all of these lecterns out of the way. I got to kind of push them into where I want them. And that'll take a few hours. So I'll definitely be doing that off screen. Basically because, that takes a while. It's tedious. And I've been known to want to walk away from Minecraft and never play again when moving villagers around, like I'm sure everybody else has as well. So, I will work on that probably the next couple days in real life, and then we will come back and show the final completed build, and we will see what is next after that. Okay, it's been a few days, but I'm back on the server, and you'll see I'm kitted out in some different gear. And you'll notice down in my hotbar, I've got all my tools upgraded. So what happened was I'm highly allergic to something, and I'm not really sure what it is. But I haven't been able to talk, and my nose has been running, and I have been struggling with a lot of just allergies. And so I have spent a lot of time just doing the behind the scenes stuff, updating gear. Obviously did a bunch of mining in the nether. Let's jump to the other village. And getting everything upgraded and working on that. And I haven't done as much planning as I would like, but I'm looking at this village, and I would like to, I think, spruce it up just a little bit, add some more color. But with the new update, which we did finally install on the server, I think the logical thing to do, and I love the flowers, but the logical thing to do is to go to a desert where we haven't been yet, get some of the new bushes for the desert world, and come back and kind of, spruce up the city with some of that. Now, I've got I have these two homes that still have villagers in there that are locked in. I let the rest of them go. So I used one of these buildings to breed a bunch of villagers. And in our library, if we come in here, you will notice that I have villagers all the way around. I didn't get everything as good as I would have liked. Like knockback is one. There is another one in here. I forget which one. I think it was Unbreaking, where I'm getting Unbreaking 2 instead of Unbreaking 3, and so I have to combine a couple books to get what I ultimately want. But I spent a couple hours breeding villagers and getting them moved in there, which wasn't too hard, but then breaking and replacing and breaking and replacing and breaking and replacing the lector and trying to get the villagers all to give books I wanted. And finally I said, you know what, enough is enough. I got close enough. I got everything I need to upgrade all my gear and to get new tools as I want in the future. So I'm going to leave that alone. And with that, I am going to go on a little journey, and we will see if we can't find another desert so we can get some of these bushes that we want. And I will see you when we get back from that. I will say this is one of the reasons we picked this map. I love the terrain. Look at these mountains in contrast with the little valley over here where we're building. Ooh, another village. Just so much going on. Such a beautiful landscape. Okay, so we found this outpost, and it's obviously been looted, but to Allays over there, I will be writing down these coordinates and coming back for them, hopefully in the near future. Okay, not where I expected to find these, but firefly bushes surrounded by ice. But we're gonna snag these real quick, and let's see if we can't find some more. Every time I fly through these biomes and I see these towers, I think of the TV show Atlantis. I think it was Stargate Atlantis. They remind me of the center spiral. I did not expect to find one of these on this trip. But hey, since we're here and we're out exploring, let's see what we can get. And I'd really love to get some sponges, and probably some of this block would be really helpful for some future builds that I have. So let's see what we can find. I don't think I've ever seen an abandoned mine shaft in underneath a monument like this. That is something else. And I don't see any more of the shaft. I thought I would just try to uncover some more of it, but yeah, that is funny. Okay, I'm back in the fishing shack, and I thought I would pause here for a minute. And just, it was a happy find. And I think, let's open up and look what we got. So I've got some shards in my hand here, nothing big. But I've got a little bit of prismarine left here, and then I got this entire shulker box. I'm excited about the trim and the sponges. Those will be useful. We'll dry those out. And I got some sea lanterns. Would have liked to have gotten some more of those, but ultimately I did get killed there in the end. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that trip. I didn't get the bushes that I wanted from the desert. We went north, so I think what we'll do is I'll get these things drying in the furnace, and then we will have those later when we come back. Oh, I got leaves burning there. Maybe we'll go over to this one. We'll take that out. And we'll take this out. And we'll get those sponges drying out. Going north did not pay off, so I think what we'll do is we will head south and see if we can't find and okay, so we've got some of that stuff put away. Let us head south, because north definitely did not work. And I think we'll go southwest. I'm not sure that anybody has gone that way much, so maybe we will be a little more fortunate in finding our desert. But hey, that wasn't a bad haul. Okay, well, we had a good adventure, but I never did find any of the dry grass that I wanted. So instead, we are borrowing some from a neighbor. Oops. And we're going to get rid of those. And we're just going to bone meal the snot out of this until we have as much as we want. Okay, we've started to put some of this dry grass in our village, and it's a little chaotic right now. I think what we'll do out here past the library is actually do like a large field of it, and we can keep bone milling and mining more of it as we go. The other thing I want to do is continue this cactus farm, make that a little bit bigger, try to get some more of the flowers. And I think we're going to try and level out some of this ground. So we'll work on that on the next episode. But yeah, I think we actually got quite a bit done today. Not necessarily what we had planned, but we did get quite a bit done. Got a ocean monument. Anytime you clear one of those out and get a bunch of loot out of there, that's a pretty good day. The sponges, I'm sure, will come in handy in the future. But for now, I think we will call that it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these kinds of shows, please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.